The day humanity decided enough was enough and no empire survived. The sparks. 4 centuries, humanity endured. They endured the taxes imposed by alien empires, endured the raiding fleets that came to teach the primitives respect, endured watching their colonies burned and their people enslaved while the Galactic Council looked away. Earth had been patient. Humanity had played the role of the lesser species, the prey, the tolerated nuisance. But patience is not infinite. The spark came when the Karvathi Empire bombed New Kyoto, a thriving colony of 12 million. The Karvathi claimed it was an accident, a navigational mishap. But humanity saw the ash, heard the screams, and buried the dead. The spark lit the fire. 2. The message. The council chamber was filled with whispers as the human ambassador, Helena Stroud, walked to the center. She looked tired, dressed not in ceremonial robes but in the plain uniform of a fleet officer. She did not bow. She looked each delegate in the eye and spoke with a voice that cut like steel. 4 generations, we have begged for peace. 4 generations, you have dismissed our pleas. But no more. We will not kneel. We will not plead. Today, humanity has decided enough is enough. Some laughed. Others shifted uncomfortably. The Karvathi delegate sneered. And what will you do, little primate? Stroud's smile was cold. You'll find out soon enough. 3. The first strike. The Karvathi expected protests. They expected sanctions. They expected humans to grumble, maybe fight back in one system, then collapse. What they didn't expect was the disappearance of their frontier fleets in a single night. Humanity had been hiding something. While the empires mocked their fragility, humanity had been building in secret, in asteroid belts, in hollowed-out moons. Ships unlike anything the galaxy had seen, fast, adaptive, swarming with drones, wielding weapons that bent physics to their will. When those ships emerged, the Karvathi war machine shattered like glass. And that was only the beginning. 4. The rising storm. Empires scoffed at first. The humans are strong against the Karvathi, they said, but they cannot stand against us all. So they tried. The Vorul launched their dreadnoughts. Humanity answered with orbital rail cannons that turned battleships into slag before they crossed the void. The Sindari sent assassins and saboteurs. Humanity countered with AIS that hunted conspiracies like wolves stalking prey. Every challenge was met not with desperation, but with cold efficiency. For the first time in living memory, empires who had ruled for millennia began to fall back. The human way. What terrified the galaxy most wasn't just humanity's technology. It was their mindset. Where other species sought honorable battles, humans sought victory. They poisoned enemy food supplies, collapsed suns into novas, hacked fleets mid-battle and turned them on their masters. They fought dirty. They fought clever. And they never stopped. Captured humans bit through their own tongues to deny secrets. Civilians on besieged colonies set traps that killed invaders by the thousands. Every man, woman, and child seemed ready to fight. Empires realized too late that they had mistaken restraint for weakness. 6. The breaking point. The Council convened an emergency session, demanding humanity halt their campaign. Ambassador Stroud returned, this time flanked by armored guards. She placed a shard of fused glass and bone on the table, the remains of New Kyoto. Tell me, she said softly, which of your empires will answer for this? No one spoke. She leaned forward, her eyes blazing. Then we will answer for ourselves. 7. The collapse. In the following months, empire after empire crumbled. The Karvathi, once proud conquerors, saw their homeworld surrounded by human fleets. The Sindari Council was found poisoned, their palace in flames. The Vorul dreadnoughts were broken, their admirals begging for terms that never came. Humanity didn't merely defeat them. Humanity dismantled them. Borders erased, thrones shattered, dynasties ended. The galaxy was not reshaped by negotiation. It was carved by fire. 8. The Revelation. When the last empire fell, the council asked the humans, "What do you want? To rule us? To take the thrones you have broken?" Helena Stroud's answer stunned them. "We don't want thrones. We don't want your crowns. We want justice. And justice is this: no empire survives." And so it was. Humanity didn't replace the rulers. They burned the idea of rulers to ash. Worlds once enslaved were freed. Species once subjugated were armed and trained. The galaxy was not given peace, but a chance to choose its own future. 9. The New Order. 4 years afterward, predators whispered in fear about the day humanity decided enough was enough. They told stories of the frail creatures from a backwater world who toppled giants and burned empires. And when new leaders rose, considering conquest, they remembered humanity's eyes, cold, unyielding, and hesitated. Because the galaxy had learned the truth. You can push humans. You can wound them. You can even break them. But when they decide enough is enough, not even empires survive. The Legacy. Decades later, children across the stars studied that war in their lessons. Some called humanity saviors, others monsters. But all agreed on one thing: they were unstoppable once awakened. And deep within the ruins of the Karvathi throne world, carved into the scorched stone, someone had written in human script, "Never again." The galaxy believed it. Because the day humanity decided enough was enough had changed everything, forever.